It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense has the ball first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. Breaks free. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This offense has it with really good field position. Calls his own number. Takes it the other way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Brown will throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until...
Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lofton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Snowed under by the defense.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Turning it on! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Brown wants to pass. Finds a tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking left.
Offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds a crease at the 20. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Oh, he got loose. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He wants to change this route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Canes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They march 79 yards on the drive. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Brown will throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Here's the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Hall. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
There he goes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Throws it back. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Got a man, it's Singleton. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the...
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw again. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move, it's Parker. Oh, better look out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing down the left side. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's McClain. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. All out of space. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Carr. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Canes want to move quickly.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Motion from the back. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a reverse. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Parker. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Parker. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making side adjustments here. Now they'll run it on the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The Hurricanes are on the move. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Caught behind the line. It's Gilbert. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Miami, 48. Stanford, 39.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle. It's McLean. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Pulls it in. It's McLean. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Gonna look downfield again. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field. Breaks into the open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Plenty of fireworks in this one.